because then I need to inform this guy. Do you know Fyodor Vasilyev? Yes or no? So please inform him to join this session because I open another one. Can you do it? Okay, good.
Oh, oh,
Did you inform this guy? Fyodor?
Yeah, I'm here. I watch with Anna.
Okay, good. Okay, sorry. Are we ready? Can we start this class? Good. So there are some rules, but first of all, I present myself and then I tell you the rules. And then those are mine. And so if you want to attend the class, you have to follow those rules. Otherwise, you can do something else. For example, you can go out for a walk. So my name is Giuseppe Orlando, and then I'm professor of financial actuary mathematics. I'm teaching the University of Bari, and then I'm professor also there at HSE University. So what I'm doing, I'm specialized on portfolio management, asset allocation, risk, corporate finance, and economics, and so on. So for those that are interested, there are some, let me send you a link. There are some papers that you can read, and if you are again interested, it's not compulsory, of course. And then also I've been working for several companies like Allianz, that is an insurance company, for banks like HSBC, Bank of America, Barclays, and so on. I also work for other companies like asset management for ING, again, PIMCO, Allianz Asset Management, and so on. Also been consulting hedge funds and investment banks. So the idea is to give you an idea about what normally is done in finance. And we will try to help you if you have questions, if you have curiosity, and so on. Otherwise, we will follow the lecture, and then I will be telling you what is in this course that I'm going to teach. So regarding the rules, first of all, I want you, everyone, to switch on the camera. This is the first rule. Still missing people here. Sorry guys, this is compulsory. Otherwise, I said you can do whatever you want. You can go out for a walk, whatever. And this is because I like what I call fairness. So it's on both sides. You switch on my camera, you switch on your camera, and if you have other things to do, you just go out. There is no problem. Yes? So still don't see the others. Okay, and then another thing, what is it? Dotor, what is it? I cannot speak well or cannot read well your language. Sorry, then you must be patient with me, and then maybe you should help. Because again, Cyrillic is a very nice alphabet, but sometimes I don't get it. Okay. And then regarding the classes, of course you can interrupt me any time, and the classes are on both sides. So you learn from me, and I learn from you, and I ask often I ask you questions because that is, my opinion, the best way to do it. So when I will tell you about something, we will talk about this topic, and then we will have a discussion about it. Okay. So do you have questions at the moment? Anya, question? Mama Tree Love, do you have questions?
Not yet, everything's clear.
Okay, good. Tanya, did you listen what we said?
My classmates told me about it. I just skipped. I had internet connection problems.
Okay. Tanya, you should switch on your camera, please. Yes? Did you hear me?
I have internet connection problems. Can I do it next time?
Okay, that's fine, next time. Okay, so I want to know about your background before starting with my class. So we will go around, and then the first person that I see is Anya Vasilyova. Anya, can you hear me? Hello? Anya Vasilyova. Can you hear me? Not happening.
Maybe you mean Arina?
No, maybe Arina, sorry. As I said, please be patient because I can't read well Cyrillic, okay? Okay, so next one is Kirili.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, so can you please tell me about your background?
We have done many courses like microeconomics, macroeconomics, econometrics, time series, economics of public sector, course in theory of finance.
Okay. And do you have a mathematical background or economical background?
Economic background, I think.
Okay. And then what do you want to learn? What is your objective?
I think my goal is to learn about what strategies maybe on the financial markets, what people do in financial market.
Okay. So next one is Joseph Dime.
Yes, that's me. As Kirill said, I had also background in mathematics, but as I think the financial background is not so good, so I think the main purpose for me in this course is to get understanding in derivatives, and also I have background working in Deloitte, but not in finance. Not in finance. In risk advisory.
Okay. So you want to learn about derivatives?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I can adjust the course depending on what you like to learn. So next one is Nadia Makova.
Yes, I also have economic background.
Yeah.
So, and what do I want to learn in this course? Maybe some strategies in financial markets.
Okay. Next one is Nick Pupkin. Oh, okay. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. We'll try to do something like this. So next one is Otabek Mama Mama Kulov. How do you say this? Sorry.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Okay.
So,
So say it correctly so I can learn.
my name is Otabek.
Otabek. Okay.
Yeah. So I ain't got any plans for this course because it's kind of obligatory for our concentration. I mean, all of us are quantitative economics students here.
Mhm.
And I would say that it's going to be a good supplement. It's going to supplement my background profoundly, my background in finance, because I'm not really a financial person and haven't even got any experience in finance. And I think that this course is going to be something important for my further learning.
Well, it would be on both sides, I said. I will try to tell you what I know, but also you should ask questions and you should say, Professor, I want to learn more about that thing. I'm not very much interested about this thing, okay?
Okay.
So we will try to adjust the course depending on your interest and your attitude or whatever. Of course, there should be I cannot do a course for each one of you, no? It should be for everyone. So, Nadia, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So you are in charge of the coordination of this group.
Sorry?
You are in charge of the coordination of this group. So if there are questions, requests, and so on, you collect all those things and you tell me what is it, a kind of consensus. Do you know what is a consensus?
Yeah. Okay, I understand.
Okay. So I will talk to you normally by email, no? And you will tell me, as I said, the feedback and what you want to do and so on, okay?
Okay.
Okay, good. So next one is Anna Maskinieva. How do you say this?
Yeah, it's me.
Say your family name, please.
Максимцева.
Maxim Tseva.
Максимцева.
Maxim Tseva. Okay, thank you. So go ahead. Anna, do you know what you
My background is my background consists of courses of math and sometimes economics. I know a bit finance because of I was teacher for children in summer economics school. So this is my background.
Very nice. So next is Rina, I guess. Vasilieva.
Vasyanina. Okay, my background is the same, courses of economics and maths. So I just want to learn finances, financial strategies on the financial market. So as other guys.
But you are not at the master level, correct? You are at the bachelor level.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will not do very advanced things, but we will start from the basics and then we will progress.
Yeah.
So next one, sorry, go ahead. What did you want to say something?
No, thanks.
Okay, good. Next is Gloria. Is that right?
Yes, hello, that's right. Okay, so I have probably the same background as everybody else because we are all from one program and have the same range of courses, I bet. Yes, and I don't have much experience in the finance, so I bet that your experience in teaching will guide me.
Okay, good. And then Ekaterina Petrova. Ekaterina. Okay, next time, Ekaterina. And then Kirili. Afanasyev, can be this.
Okay, I hear you.
Yes.
My background is most of I have conducted experiment in economics, in behavioral economics. I study how people behave in corrupt situations, how social norms influence on people's behavior in corrupt context. Yeah.
So, okay, maybe you can prepare a couple of slides not for tomorrow, of course, but I don't know, in 2-3 weeks. Then you tell everyone else about what you have done and what are the results. Can you do this?
Yes, I can do it.
Okay. Just prepare, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes speech. 15 or 20? Yes?
I think that 15 is okay.
15 is fine. Okay. So next one.
You mean a brief presentation of my work?
Yes, your experience, because I think that maybe it could be helpful for your colleagues. Okay. And then you discuss this, the day and the time and so on with Nadia. Kirillin.
Yes.
Good. So, yes is a good answer. So, next one is Leonid.
Yeah, hello. I think that we basically have also great background in some mathematical things. We have some courses and we've done some difficult things. About this course, I think that for me, the most interesting is how to come up with my own strategy on the financial market.
Okay. One thing I will explain you about derivatives and also all kind of securities, but also derivatives. But the objective is not to make you a trader. The objective is to teach you what is about financial markets and what people do in financial markets. But this is not a course to make you a trader, okay?
Okay.
It's clear? Okay. So next one is Nikolai. Nikolai, can be this? Nikolai Doli.
Yeah, hello, that's me. Actually, first I want to say that we are all from the same educational program, so our knowledge is not too much different. About me personally, I have a pretty strong mathematical background. I wrote a term paper on the theory of industrial organization. Last year we had a course in finance, so I do not think there may be problems in studying this subject.
Okay, but you said that you have a good background or strong background in mathematics, but I don't know if the others do have your same background.
We have pretty the same background, I think, in mathematics, but I have a practice in mathematics in term project, in term paper.
So maybe you can send me the link about this and I will have a look at it. So you have the same background, but you are special, you say that because you did something different.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So next one is Ruslav. Can be Ruslan. Yeah.
So I've got the same background as the others, like calculus, linear algebra and stuff, and the same in economics. Maybe you want to know something like more. Can you just?
Sorry? Maybe?
Yeah. Can you tell me more about like what do you want to know from us about our background?
Regarding background, for example, what you can say, you can be very generic, or you can tell me if you have studied integrals, derivatives, then advanced calculus, like, for example, Lebesgue integral and Cantor set and so on. This kind of thing.
Okay.
So I don't know your level, if you did analysis 1, analysis 2, if you did numerical calculus, and so on. So next one is, this is difficult. Wow, I cannot read it. Elinra,
It's Elvira.
Elvira, sorry.
My background is roughly the same as others, and I have had the same courses. So I'd like to learn maybe how the financial market works and what strategy should be followed in different situations.
Okay, Elvira, but I cannot see you.
I'm here.
Yeah. Cannot see it. Elvira?
Do you see me?
No. Can you see? There is no video.
Yes.
Well, you will fix it later, okay? Okay, good. So I guess that that's all. And now let's start with the presentation. Share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Can you see the presentation?
Yes.
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 Okay, good. Okay, so we start from investments, we said. Then anytime that someone wants to stop for, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, you can tell me, okay? Otherwise, we will respect exactly the time that is in the calendar, and then I ask you to tell me when it's time to stop, okay?
Okay.
Good. So now let's go back to the presentation. This is the investment setting. So let's try to understand before going into strategies, whatever. Let's try to understand what the environment in which we work, or environment that we want to study. Okay, so this is just a basic definition. So what is the investment, and how do you see the investment in terms of exchange of funds? So let me open again the chart, and then for example, Nick, can you see the slide? Can you tell me what you think about the reason why we should exchange money?
On stock exchange?
No, in general.
Or where? To put them from one currency to another, to make transactions, to store something.
Why? Why you do that? Why you exchange money with someone else?
Personally, I don't do it a lot, but
okay, let's say that have you ever seen someone that is lending or borrowing? Do you know these terms? To lend, to
Yes.
borrow? Okay. So let's say that you have some money, and then Joseph doesn't have your money, so he wants some money from you, the money that you have. So why you should exchange money with Joseph?
If I'm lending him money, so he will pay me some interest. And if I'm borrowing some money from him, that means that I need them, for example, for my own needs or for business.
Stop here, please. You said that, what happens, but I'm asking you why? Why this happens? Why you exchange money with your friend?
Because it broadens my financial possibilities.
But if your friend doesn't give you back the money, did you broaden your financial possibilities?
That's the risk I take.
Okay. And then this risk must be compensated. And what is the compensation for this?
The interest.
Okay, good. So you have a couple of things here. Can you read the slides, or is too small?
Actually, we can barely read the slide. It's too blurry.
And this?
It's better, but still blurry. But yeah, the words can be recognized. Hardly, but can be.
So do you have a better experience apart from your colleague?
In recognizing slides, I don't think so.
So everyone doesn't read the slides? Is not able to read the slides?
The picture is bad, but we can read the words.
I don't know how to solve this problem because it should be clear. It's the maximum. What is it? Level of definition here. So there are a couple of things. So the one that we mentioned is the risk. Another thing that we mentioned that we didn't mention is the fact that when you give your money to someone else, what happens? That Kirill.
May you repeat your question? I
Yeah,
don't.
let's say that you give some money to a friend. What happens in this case? That you cannot use this money, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So let's say that there is something that you like. Tell me any good that you like to buy or you want to buy.
I want to buy banana.
Yeah, okay, you want to buy banana, and then if you give money to someone else, maybe you cannot buy this banana. But why you give this money to someone else? Because if you get reward, that means interest rate, then you will get, I don't know, your 10 rubles. How much does it cost a banana?
I think nearly 20 rubles.
Okay, 20 rubles plus something else. That is the compensation. So maybe you can buy a banana plus, I don't know, with 5 rubles compensation, you can buy something else. And this is representing the deferral. So you are transferring your consumption of banana from now to the future. So, and what is the future? The future is when you will get back this money, okay? Plus the interest. Is that clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Is clear to everyone this?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you have this thing. So let me show again. This is the deferral that we said, and then if there is no risk, we said that before that maybe the person that the borrower, the person that gets your money, doesn't give you back this 20 rubles. So you have a risk, and then also risk should be compensated. But if there is no risk, then that is risk-free. This action is a risk-free action. It means that you can get for sure the money that you lend. Okay, so there is something that is that is called pure time value of the money. What is the pure time value of the money? Is what we said before, that you defer your consumption and you get this money back, and then the money has a different value on time, because if you have it now, you can consume now, and then if you don't have it now, you cannot satisfy your needs. Maybe you don't not only want banana, but you want also a car, whatever. You cannot get this car or this banana if you give your money to someone else. So that is the pure time value of money. But then you have also something that is called inflation rate. And then what is the inflation rate in Russia at the moment? Leonid?
If you mean
Leonid,
inflation rate,
Leonid. Sorry, Kirill. Leonid. Leonid, are you sleeping? It's a little bit too early, no? Ekaterina? Ruslan?
Yeah.
So how much is the interest and the inflation rate in Russia?
I don't know, about 4%, I guess.
4%. Okay, I don't think so. Maybe you should look on internet. So if you want to learn about economics, I suggest you at least to read the news, economic news, okay? So this is something that you must do every day. Just, I don't know, 5-10 minutes to read the economic news. What is the inflation rate? What is the GDP, the forecast, and I don't know what is the discount rate that is fixed by the Bank of Russia and so on. This kind of information. 5 minutes. 5 minutes every day.
Okay.
And don't tell me random things, please. Of course, we will adjust with with time, but please try to read for every day for 5 minutes.
Okay, I just googled it. It's 17.5%.
What it's
17.5.
okay. So Ruslan, every day 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Will do.
Let's go back to the presentation. I was saying that we have inflation. So, Ruslan, if there is inflation, and how much you said as inflation? Ruslan.
I said that it's 17.5 and
17.5. So if you lend money to someone else, how much you want as in terms of compensation?
at least 17.5.
Exactly. At least you want 17.5, but also what you want to buy or what you like. What is the good that you prefer? I don't know. Tell me anything. There is something that you like. What is it? Banana, pizza? What do you want?
Okay, let's say I want pizza.
Okay, you want a pizza, but if you give money to someone else, you cannot eat that pizza. So, do you want a compensation for this?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then is your time value of the money. Okay, and then this time value of the money can be anything. Can be 1%, 6%, 100%. Is this clear?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So, you add this interest to the inflation, and then you will get your money back with that money. With that interest. But then we said before that there is a risk when you invest, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to estimate what is the risk that your investment will not be successful in the sense that your counterparty, the borrower, will not give you the money. And this is called the default. So when you have someone, a counterparty, that doesn't fulfill the obligation, that is called the default. And then there are several kind of defaults. For example, if you lend 100 rubles, what kind of scenarios, what are the options that you may think of? Ruslan?
What do you mean scenarios?
Sorry?
What do you mean?
So you have lent this money, 100 rubles.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the possible outcomes of this? Let's say that you lent this money for 1 year. What are the possible outcomes of this?
I can get them back in 1 year with the premium. I can get the shares like each month. Is that what you're asking?
No. You have a contract with me, okay? And then you give me 100 rubles, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And we agree what?
I don't understand.
Okay. You give me this money.
Mm-hmm.
Yes? And then do we agree something, or you give me this money and that's it?
I guess we have to agree on the amount of money you'll give me back.
Okay, good. So we agree on the interest, and what else?
The period.
The period. Good. So at the end, so after this period, and let's say that this period is 1 year, what can happen?
You can either give me back money back or not.
Okay, but then if I give you money back, can I give you less?
I mean, no.
But that can happen, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so there are, in this case, we discuss two things, time and amount, okay? How much money, yes?
Yes.
So there are two possible defaults. One, a default on what?
On the period,
And another one?
on the amount of money.
Okay, on the amount. And the default can be complete or can be partial, no? Because it could be that I should give you back 150 rubles, but I give you 149. This is a default, but the consequence for you is just 1 ruble. You lost 1 ruble. Yes? You agree?
Yes.
Or it could be that I give you 10 rubles. In this case, how much is your loss?
140.
Okay, good. So you see, there are different kind of defaults on the amount, and on the time could be the same. So if I default on the day, so instead to pay you today, I pay you tomorrow. It's a big problem for you?
I don't think so.
Yeah. But it's still a default. So in the contract, you say what you consider as a default. So it could be that 1 minute is very bad thing, so it's a complete default, or you have a period that is called grace period that gives some more time to the borrower to pay you back. Okay, so maybe 1 day more, 2 days more, 1 hour more, 1 minute more, and not and so on. So the default is defined in the contract. So what is meant by default? It's clear this? Okay, so let me go back to okay, and then we have this risk premium. Who wants to say what is this risk premium?
What is the question again?
The risk premium. What is your understanding of risk premium?
Risk premium, it's the sum which is paid for the person for taking some kind of financial risk for me.
And we made an example, okay, with your colleague. And then in this example, what is the risk premium?
So it's the sum which Ruslan gets for lending money.
No. There are a couple of things. Okay, we said that when you give the money when you lend money to someone, you want a compensation, and this compensation is because you defer your consumption. If you want pizza now and you cannot buy pizza because you lent your money, do you want a compensation for this?
And you also want a compensation for the possibility that your friend won't be able to return
No,
the debt.
think about yourself. You lend money. And then with this money, you can buy a pizza, but you cannot buy the pizza because you lent money. Is this clear or not?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good. Then, if you cannot buy the pizza, you cannot eat the pizza now, do you want a compensation for this?
Of course I do.
Okay, and then is your value, time value of the money, because the pizza that you cannot eat today, maybe you will eat, you have to eat in 1 month, in 2 months, in 6 months, and you want a compensation for the fact that you cannot eat the pizza now. It's clear what I mean? Okay, this is one reason. The second reason, the second component of the interest. So this is time value, okay? Time value of money. The second thing is what we said, inflation. You want to consider inflation or not when you lend money?
Of course I do.
So you ask money, you ask a return, you ask an interest for one thing, because you cannot eat the pizza now, okay? Then a second reason, a second component is that you have to consider inflation. Yes?
Yes,
The
and the third
next
reason
one,
should be risk.
sorry?
And the third reason should be risk.
The risk, because it can be that you will never get back this money. Or you will get back this money, but maybe a different time. We discussed this. No, we said that there are two kinds of defaults. No,
Yes.
default on what, for example? We said it. Default on
Time.
and default on.
And default on just payment.
Okay, on the amount. Okay. So when you ask for a compensation, you have to include in this interest that you charge to the borrower, you have to include time value, you have to include what else we said? What else?
Yeah, so just as we discussed, so time money.
Time value, then?
So it should be inflation, risk,
Inflation and risk. Okay?
Yes.
Three things.
Yes.
And we mentioned those components, but we can add additional things, okay? So you see that if you lend 100 rubles and then you ask 150, then in those 50, that is the interest, no? You have different components. Is clear what I mean?
Yes.
Okay. And now, Arina, can you hear me?
Yes.
But okay, good. So now let's say let's talk about the payment, the interest risk. So we said that someone can default just regarding time can default for 1 minute or 1 hour or 100 years. And the same can happen for the amount. So someone can default for 1 cent, or sorry, what is it, kopeki? 1 kopeki, or 1 ruble, or 1,000 rubles. So is this the same?
No.
Okay, so what you have to consider when you charge the lender, sorry, the borrower for the interest risk. Sorry, for the interest risk, the investment risk. What you have to consider?
We have to consider the amount of payment.
No. We said that there are different type of defaults, no?
Yeah.
Okay. So can you consider this the examples that we have made in the same way? Let's say that you lend, there is no time value and so on. You have just this investment risk. Okay? So you give me 100 rubles. What you have to assess when you think about the interest that I should pay you?
I need to assess how much my 100 rubles will cost in the future.
Sorry?
I need to assess how much these 100 rubles will cost in future.
Oh, you have a risk. What you have to assess?
Maybe Irina.
Wait. Sorry.
Okay.
The question is for Irina.
Mm.
She is clever like everyone else. She can answer.
Why? Why do you think so?
Because I tell you that I know that you are clever. So go ahead.
I guess I can't answer a question.
No, you have a risk. Okay.
Okay.
So what you have to assess?
The risk.
Very good. So you see that you are clever. So now, the risk is bigger or smaller if I default for 1 kopeki or 100 rubles?
The risk is not the same. The risk
Okay.
depends on the amount.
And then if the risk is the same, is not the same, sorry, you will charge less or more, depending on the risk.
If the risk is smaller, I will charge smaller.
Okay, so this is the idea. So if you have more risk, you will charge more, and if you have less risk, you charge less. Okay, so the interest that you charge depends on the risk. So, and that is called this risk is composed by 2 terms. One is probability of default, and Irina, what is the probability of default? Tell me what you understand by that. Probability of default.
Probability of default is the probability when default, when the outcome is default.
Good, that's fine. And then you have the exposure at default. So what is called also the loss given default. So how much the loss given default is how much the counterparty will default. So I can default, as I said, for 1 kopeki, for 1 ruble, or for 100 rubles. It's clear what I mean? Irina, da or niet?
Da.
Okay, good. So then you have to assess these things. So we said that you, when you lend money, there are different components that are in the interest that the lender charged to the borrower. And then we mentioned 3 things. And then we said that the last thing is that the investment risk, and the investment risk can be decomposed in 2 things at least. No? we said the probability of default, and then how much is the default. Okay, it's clear. Okay, do we have a break now?
Yes, we should.
Okay, good. So let's talk later. Okay, let's meet later.
Can we ask some questions?
Yeah.
So I've got a question regarding the formula. I mean, final mark formula. Could you please shed light on that?
Sorry?
Could you please shed light on the course structure and
Yeah,
the
we will do it
grading formula
when we will come back. Okay.
Okay. And is it possible to share the presentation slides?
Yeah, of course.
Because it's kind of harder to follow up without them.
Yeah, of course. I will do it.
Thank you.
Bye.